Hello everyone, welcome to Hybridmom Kids YouTube channel. My name is Teacher Madhuchi and today I will be reading a book about a cat. Meow meow. Now, are you ready to listen to my story? If you are, put your hands together just like this. Story, story, story time. Everybody quiet for the story time. Shh, 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 shh. Everybody quiet for the story time. Shh. My story for today is Puss in Boots, retold by Rachel Elliott. Let's have a look. Puss in Boots, retold by Rachel Elliott. Once upon a time, there was a young man called Jack. He had no home and no family. His only friend was a clever, green-eyed cat. "What am I going to do?" Jack fretted. "Leave it to me, master," said Puss, twitching his whiskers. "Buy me a pair of boots, and I will make your fortune." Jack bought Puss a pair of splendid red boots with shiny silver buckles. "Please, master, lend me your bag," said Puss. He filled the bag with wild strawberries and juicy dandelion leaves. Then he crouched down, his green eyes glittering. Snuffle, sniffle. A little rabbit hopped towards the food. Meow! The bunny was in the bag. Puss went to the royal palace. He strode boldly past elegant lords and ladies in silks and satins, and bowed to the king. "Your Majesty, this rabbit is a gift from my master, the Marquis of Carabas," he said. "Oh my, I love rabbits," said the princess, clapping her hands. Next, Puss brought 2 plump partridges to the magnificent palace. The princess was delighted. "Your master is very kind," said the king. One day, the king and princess were on a trip through the countryside. Puss spotted their carriage coming along the road and ran to Jack. "Quickly give me your clothes and jump into the river," he cried. There was no time to ask why. Splash! Jack plunged into the sparkling water. Puss hid Jack's ragged clothes and ran to stop the carriage. "Help!" he cried. "Robbers have stolen my master's clothes while he was swimming." The king sent for some fresh clothes from the palace. Soon Jack was sitting beside the princess, dressed like a prince. When she smiled at him, he felt dizzy with happiness. Puss had another clever plan. So he ran ahead through golden cornfields and bright flower meadows. The people working in the fields told him that a cruel and spiteful ogre owned the land. They were all very frightened of the ogre. "Please, will you tell the king that you work for the Marquis of Carabas?" Puss asked. "If you do, you will never see the ogre again." The workers eagerly agreed, and he ran on to the ogre's castle. Soon the king spotted to admire the ripe corn and nodding sunflowers. "Who owns these fields?" he asked. "The Marquis of Carabas," the workers replied. "We work for him." The king was very impressed. Meanwhile, in the castle, Puss faced the ogre bravely. "Is it true that ogres can change into any animal?" he asked. With a fearsome roar, the ogre transformed into a lion. "Goodness me," said Puss.
his green eyes glittering. "How clever! But I bet you can't become smaller than me," taunted Puss. "Of course I can," scoffed the ogre, transforming into a tiny mouse. "Meow!" With a pounce, Puss caught the mouse and put it in a little cage. It could not escape to transform back into the ogre. "You may be clever," he said, "but you're not as clever as me." When the king arrived at the ogre's castle, elegant music began to play, and Puss bowed low. "Welcome to my master's home," he murmured. Everyone in the castle was so happy that the ogre had gone. They served fine food as Puss told the king stories, and Jack and the princess talked and laughed. Jack and the princess got on so well that eventually they fell in love. They dreamed of spending the rest of their lives together. When Jack and the princess told the king and queen, they smiled. "You're generous, kind, and good," they said to Jack. "You have our blessing." So Jack married the princess, and Puss became a great lord. And in the ogre's castle, they all lived happily ever after. The end.
So everybody, who was your favorite character? Was it the mouse? Was it the lion? Was it Jack? Was it the princess? Was it the king? Was it the ogre? Or Puss? So, do you think that you can also be brave as Puss? Story time is over. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the story today. See you all next time. Goodbye.